A pregnancy, from when it is conceived up till when a newborn is delivered, is not the easiest of tasks. But power to the women. We do it with dignity. We do it with pride, because we know that many look forward to the birth of that child. And it is in the child's best healthy interest to be nurtured well all through the pregnancy up till delivery. Let's now talk about what a newborn heralds. Many gather for the nuclear family, for the extended family, for friends and well-wishers. It's a thing of joy to bring forth a child. Talk about the naming ceremony. It's a time to showcase different delicacies from different parts of our great country, Nigeria. When it's time to name and dedicate their child, the door never closes. Friends are coming from far and near. They give the baby beautiful names, all in a bid to ensure that that child has a bright future. Our topic today on wellness and living is infant and child mortality. Yes, that casts quite a damper, I would say, when we think of the fact that some children don't live up till 5 years. Why does that happen? Whose responsibility is it to ensure that a child is nurtured and nourished from the cradle, to ensure that he or she is healthy, he or she is vibrant, he or she is assured of longevity? As we often like to do, we go out, we talk with you, we want to share your experiences, we want to know your opinion. What are your thoughts? We asked you some questions. Here is what you shared with us.
I don't think there is any number. If you think you can take care of 2, if you think you can take care of 1, if you think you can take care of 4, as your strength can carry. So I know some family, they'll say, my mom gave birth to just me, I would like to have like 5 to compensate the one my mom has. Some can say I will have 2. So it's how your strength can carry and how God has designed you to.
As a normal couple, at least they're supposed to have 4 children is okay. Because if they born as many as possible, then maybe they might not be able to kind of sponsor them or take good care of them. But at least, and if for the couples that they think they don't have power, the ability to bear maybe 4, at least, even if it is 2, I think it's okay with that.
In our society now, less than 4. Yes, because of our economic crisis. But if you can afford it, it's good. It's good. Economically, it's good. Keeping children, I like children.
It's based on perception, sure. It's based on perception. To me, 3 is okay. At least 4 is okay. Maybe 2 boys, 2 girls.
Well, sincerely, if you ask me, my own opinion is 3, 2, depending on the couple, but I think 3 is okay. Most times I'm not happy with the rate at which the country is increasing geometrically without thinking of our resources.
That's the number of the kids that can able to train them, give them a good training, give them support, provide what they need, care for them. At least 3 is okay. Many people give more than 8, 10. That's in olden days. It's not still functioning now.
Whose responsibility is I can say that is that of the mother. You understand? But it's of collective effort, both of the father and, if possible, the senior brothers. Because the infant is supposed to be closer to the mother than the father.
I think it's for the both parents. The father has his own responsibility, and the mother as well have their own responsibility. I don't think it's delegated for just one person. Else, one person would have been able to produce a child. But since it's a joint work, so taking care of the child as well should also be a joint work.
It has to do with the doctors and proper check, and later on in life, the parents. But I believe that is God's responsibility to keep children healthy.
The mothers. The mother mostly spend time with them, so you oversee what they do when they are playing, when they are indoor, or when they are outside.
The parents and the government's responsibility as usual. The responsibility is the parents' responsibilities. Then for the governments and for the parents that don't have the power, that are poor, that don't have the power to take the responsibility, I think the government should be in position to assist them so that in fact there will not be maybe death or anything, so that they will have good health and so on and so forth.
The woman is supposed to be taking care of the children. The man will be bringing funds into the house. But it's not only the woman to take care of the children. The man needs to help the woman.
It's the mother, most important, is mothers. Father's always busy. Especially always, when you give birth, you always be there for the kids. You care, you know the mood they are, you know what they need, you know the situation. Whenever they are sick, you are there as a mother. When you take them, rush them to hospital. Every moment, every month, you are supposed to be caring for your children, because she know the pain she faced in the hospital. She know the pains for 9 months.
In an underdeveloped society, the first anxiety is infant mortality. In an advanced society, it is how to keep alive the aged, so says Indira Gandhi. And we take a line from there and bring on a medical professional so he will throw more light on this topic, infant and child mortality. Dr. Chukwuman Chukwu tells us that mortality is the index used to measure how a country such as ours has fared in this regard. He goes further to tell us about 3 categories: the neonates, the infants, and the under 5s.
So if we start with the early ones, that's the neonatal mortality rate. Neonates are children that are less than 1 month of age. So for them, their own mortality rate is about 39. That means 39 deaths per 1,000, which it seems it's high. Now for other African countries, there are some countries that are doing better, but we are facing Nigeria. And that 39 does not mean per state. Each geopolitical region have a different value, but that 39 is average for Nigeria. Now, after the infant, the neonate, we have the perinatal mortality rate, which in Nigeria is about 31. So after that, we now talk about the infant mortality rate. Now, infants are children that are above the neonates, from after 1 month till 12 months. So how are they faring in Nigeria? So for infant mortality rate is about 70 in Nigeria. That's 70 deaths per 1,000 live births, which is also not the same in all the geopolitical regions. Some regions are less, some are more, but averagely is about 70. So after that, we now talk about child mortality rate, which measures from birth till the 50th year of life. And then child mortality rate is about 54. 54 deaths per 1,000 live births. Then after that, we now talk about under 5 mortality rate, which in Nigeria presently is about 120. Now, it used to be worse than this. Can remember as a student doing residency then, the infant mortality, no, the under 5 mortality rate was almost 192, 191, 192. So having come down to 120 means at least we have improved, but we are not yet where we should be. We need to have more people trained that will be able to manage these children, because it's the care of these children that will determine how far they will go, how well they will live. It's not good for a mother after carrying pregnancy for 9 months just to lose that baby just like that. And that's why all hands must be on deck. Government, individuals, charitable organizations, and people that are well-wishers that have the mind to take care of children to come in and invest in the health sector so that we can reduce these alarming mortality rates. Having a child means you are ready to take care of that child. Some people will have children to even breastfeed, because the well-being of a child starts with the breast milk. Now, for the mother to feed that child very well and ensure the child is healthy means the breast milk needs to be rich. Yes, absolutely. Sometimes we call the child a parasite because it doesn't care whether the mother eats or not. The breast milk will produce what the child needs. But definitely, if the mother feeds well, the breast milk will be richer. So from day one, that's part of the planning. While the baby is in utero, inside the womb, the mother needs to eat good food. So that number one, the child will not come out having a low weight, because those are part of the problems of this mortality that we have discussed. When you see such babies that take breast milk for the first 6 months of life, most times they don't visit the hospital for that first 6 months. All this issue of pneumonia, diarrhea, malaria, they hardly have them. But once a mother does not do that, it does not sleep under mosquito-treated bed nets, does not take good food, the baby will start going down. Now, what do you give the child once the child clocks 6 months? So you start from cereals, milk, from the breast milk. You continue the breast milk on the baby until the baby is about 2 years. For those that can, but at least we preach minimum. You try and get the baby to take breast milk until 18 months. Then cereals, milk will continue, and the frequency of feeding will also continue. And as the child grows older, the activity increases. So he needs more energy. In fact, we need more calories more than you and I. Now, if you don't give her those good nutrition, it can affect the bone, it can affect the child's height, it can affect the child's mentation. Tomorrow, the child might not be able to do well in school. They now say you are blockhead, you are this. Meanwhile, you are the cause as a parent from day one. Then immunization, very, very important. In fact, every new couple is supposed to be counseled on the essence of immunization. Pneumonia, now there are vaccines that will prevent against pneumonia. So by the time you remove the 6 diseases, 7, 8 that we immunize against, then the top 10 is reduced to the barest minimum, and then these indices are likely to go down. Once a child is getting sick, you see a child is dull, is not eating, is vomiting, is having diarrhea, please take that child to the nearest hospital. Children don't know how to pretend. So once they are down, they are down. And once they are well, they are well. Because once you give the child what the child needs, you see the child will jump up the next minute and start playing. That's why we preach health insurance. And that is what is sustaining Medicare, Medicaid in developed countries. But in Nigeria, you see, is only few, a very little percentage of the population are covered by the health insurance scheme. And most of them are civil servants. Though they have other schemes whereby people pay little amount to sustain their health. But most people will always tell you, why will I go and be paying monthly? Am I praying to be sick? Some people will tell you it's not their portion. In fact, that once you start paying that amount, that means you are inviting sickness. So these are some of the awareness we need to get to our people, to know that the more people pay, contribute money together, the few that will not get sick can get treatment done. But once we don't have that health insurance, people pay out of pocket, it's going to be very, very difficult.
I believe the only way we'll be able to solve infant mortality and other huge social and societal problems is by providing a solution for those with the greatest intent to carry it out. Jane Chen says, and many of us believe. And because of this, we're going a step further. We have put together a package so that we all can listen, we all can learn, and we all can be better informed about infant and child mortality. It happens. It is existing. And if we're better informed and better prepared, there's little doubt that we'll be able to record a larger percentage of success as regards our country, Nigeria, and by association, the world. Infant mortality rate is the number of deaths per 1,000 live births of children under 1 year of age. The rate for any given region is the number of children dying under 1 year of age divided by the number of births during the year, multiplied by 1,000. The leading causes of deaths amongst children in any country is usually related complications such as diarrhea and congenital abnormalities in some cases. It is also a fact that there are many more causes. As a result of this, 9.2 million children under 5 die every year, while 3.3 million babies are still born. Most of the 25,000 children under 5 that die each day the world over are concentrated in the world's poorest countries in sub-Saharan Africa. In Nigeria, for example, the deaths of newborn babies is about a quarter of the total number of deaths of children under 5 all over the world. About 9 out of 10 of newborn deaths are preventable. According to the Maternal and Child Survey by UNICEF in 2013, Nigeria loses 2,300 under 5-year-olds and 145 women of childbearing age daily, making it one of the largest contributors to the under 5's mortality rate in the world. There is yet more. 70% of the estimated 1 million under 5 deaths are caused by curable diseases like typhoid, malaria, pneumonia, diarrhea, measles, HIV/AIDS. In addition, malnutrition has also been fingered and accounts for at least 50% of children's deaths. Poor environmental hygiene, low access and utilization of quality health care services by women and children are also additional factors. The government in Nigeria is making progress in cutting down infant and under 5 mortality rates. The child death rate dropped from 90 to 46 deaths per 1,000 live births in 2013. Although there is still a lot to be done to attain the development goals of reducing child mortality by 30%, many are encouraged by steps taken so far by the federal government, non-governmental organizations, and concerned individuals to better the healthcare system. Taking care of a child, an infant, and under 5 can be quite demanding. But it behoves us to do the very best we can to take care of that child as though we were taking care of ourselves. Because at different points in our lives, someone somewhere, a mother, a father, an elder sibling, an aunt, an uncle, a neighbor has taken the greatest care to ensure that we stayed well and went even further to inculcate in us healthcare habits, habits of well-being to ensure that we were able to take care of ourselves as we are doing up till this very point. And that's why I want to continue in that regard. We'd like for you to exercise with us. It's time now. Perhaps because of their busy schedules, many people find it more comfortable to work out at the weekend. It's so busy here at Jabi Lake. We found people playing football, lots of women, and it's exciting. We find people playing handball. Many people are jogging, taking brisk walks. Wellness is so key. In fact, some say wellness is the key to a vibrant, productive, prolonged, and stamina-filled life. What about you? Are you joining us over here? We've been focused for the most part of the package today on infant and child mortality. We sought to know your views. We brought on a medical professional. It's our hope that we are better informed, especially with the package we put together to tell you what is happening within and outside our country. Infant and child mortality is real. In some countries it's high, in some others it's low. How well have we fared in Nigeria? It behoves all of us. It's all hands on deck, working together assiduously to ensure that our neonates, our infants, and our under-5s have the best health care possible. It starts from the home. It continues with Medicare. And as PJ O'Rourke says, infant mortality and life expectancy are reasonable indicators used to measure the well-being in any society. Let's measure up and let's continue to upgrade. It's been a pleasure spending time with you on Wellness and Living today. I do hope you continue to watch and we can work hand in hand to ensure that we all stay well, we all stay strong, we all stay vibrant. In the meantime, please spend time with us on our social media handle, Wellness and Living at Nigerian Television Authority. We'd love to hear from you. And from those of you who have spent time, please continue to do so. The doors of communication are open from sun up until sundown. My name is Thelma. Enjoy the rest of your day.